Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This is 𝑓𝑊𝋼𝋼. This is going to be a reading from the gods, a message from the gods or a message from heaven. This is going to be for the sign of Virgo. Happy Halloween, Virgo. I hope that you guys are enjoying this day. There's a lot of spiritual activity going on during this month of October and in November as well. I feel like it's going to transition into the month of November. We have entered Mercury's retrograde, or has entered its retrograde, and it's going to be with us until the 20th of November. So I pray and I hope that you all learn the lessons that need to be learned from Mercury during this time. Excuse me. Virgo, for this particular message, this is for those of you who are open to deity work, who are open to understanding what a particular deity has to say for you and your sign. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or wherever Virgo lands in your chart. Or your birth chart. Okay, so I'm not going to pronounce the name of the deity. I'm just going to put their name in the description box below, because I don't want to insult anyone who do worship these deities, or who actually know how to pronounce these deities' names. But I will speak about who they are and where their origins. They're from. This particular deity is from Egypt, and it is a deity of creation and the setting sun. They've had many different transformations throughout history, and but they have stepped forward. Their energy is very, very, very beautiful, and kind of unexpected. So they've stepped forward to give you this beautiful message, Virgo, and this can be for any day of the year. It doesn't have to be for a particular time. If you want to utilize this message during Mercury's retrograde, please feel free to reach out to this deity, or just take this message with you throughout each and every day during Mercury's retrograde, because I know that it can be very rough. So let's go ahead and jump right into your reading, Virgo. The first card that I'm going to pull is from the bottom of the deck, and you guys have the King of Cups. Okay. Some of you all may be dealing with a water sign, or someone who is very emotional. Okay. They're more emotionally driven. You may be dealing with someone who has a drinking problem and who is not too happy about the life that they're living. Or this can also mirror your energy, Virgo, in the past or in the present. This energy also represents emotional transformation, right? Spiritual transformation, and emotional maturity as well, emotional growth for some of you. So this is definitely, which is very interesting, Virgo. Some of you guys may have water in your chart, because you guys are a beautiful earth sign, and to see this card come out is very interesting. So there may be some type of emotional baggage or burden that you guys may have been carrying with you, or you're dealing with another emotional individual, okay, or someone who has really strong feelings for you as well. But let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say and what this deity has to say in regards to your overall growth. Okay, so yeah, there goes that emotion again. There's those cups. So you have the Page of Cups here. You have the Five of Pentacles. You have a Taurus or Taurus energy. This is the Empress here. Oh, that's interesting. This is very interesting, Virgo. I accidentally pulled 2 cards for you guys. That is very interesting. And we have the Sun. Okay. I'm going to keep these 2 cards here because that's never happened before, Virgo, ever. It's very rare that I end up pulling an extra card from the top of the deck for a reading. So I'm going to keep it there because I feel that the universe, this deity wanted me to pull this card. So, but Mercury is also in retrograde, so there's some crazy things that have been happening with my readings recently. So, Virgo. Some of you may have a child. Some of you are mothers to a child. Okay? And there may be a certain type of decision that you need to make in regards to this child, or in regards to this connection that you have with this child. Okay, this your child, if you guys have children, they may be a Leo or a Pisces or a water sign. Okay, you have Pisces, you have Taurus, you have Gemini and Virgo, and you have Leo and Libra here. Okay, so Virgo, some of you guys are mothers. And some of you guys, I feel, may have health issues, or your child has health issues, or there is some type of depression going on here in regards to your child. Now, if you don't have a child yet and you're pregnant, you haven't given birth, some of you guys may be caught between a decision about this pregnancy, or you're dealing with a lot of emotional turmoil, or you have in the past. But with the Sun card coming out here, it shows me that everything is going to be fine, Virgo, okay? For those of you who are mothers in particular, okay? If this is not in regards to motherhood for you, Virgo, as far as you being a mother, you may be dealing with a mother of your own. You may be dealing with a situation of emotional bankruptcy or emotional burden in regards to your mother. I feel that you guys are connected to your mothers, but there may be a certain type of mental or emotional blockage or blockade here in regards to your mother. And there may need to be some light that needs to be shed on this situation. Okay? Some of you guys are even dealing with a father figure as well. But if this is not about motherhood, this is about self-love. This is about honoring yourselves. It's about utilizing your feminine energy, whether you're male or female, okay? This is about self-care, okay? Self-enlightenment, self-nurturing, okay? Self-nourishment on the emotional and physical and spiritual level, on all levels, right? With this Pisces energy coming out here, Virgo, some of you may end up receiving a message from someone. And it might be your mother, it could be your father, it could be a good friend, okay? Could be someone that you have a crush on, or who has a crush on you, a past relationship maybe. But I feel that this energy is emotional in nature. There's something that is going to be brought to you here on a very emotional level. Okay, you see all this water behind this page, the Page of Cups here. Lots of water. And this page is talking to a fish in a cup, right? They have the ability to communicate. So you may be dealing with someone who communicates, and they may not know how to communicate any different with you. And they may be a water sign, or they may be just very emotional. Or it's a possibility, because pages are also about learning, right? So it's about being a student. So there may be those of you who are learning to communicate on an emotional level. That's that emotional transformation. You're in the beginning stages of understanding your emotions here. And you may be getting some type of support and help from the spirit realm. This fish, I feel, represents the spirit realm, right? It's very beautiful energy, Virgo. I don't know why I feel so quiet during your reading, but I feel that there are those of you who are learning to just be a little bit, just kind of step back and just think about your lives and think about how you've connected with other people. Maybe thinking about your friends, maybe thinking about a mother, maybe thinking about a Taurus, maybe. But someone who has had a motherly effect, some type of motherly quality to them. Maybe you're thinking about them and understanding how to communicate with them better. But I feel like when it comes to communicating your emotions, you're in the process of learning that. And you're open to learning that, Virgo. And for those of you who are not in sync with this energy, the universe, this deity is asking that you open yourself to learning how to communicate your emotions and how you feel. Whether it be how you feel about someone else or how you feel about your, whether it be friends, family, significant other, okay? If you're married, your husband or wife or your children. I feel like there are those of you who are learning how to communicate how you feel about them, or you're learning just to communicate how you feel about a certain situation, right? Because I feel like whatever has been going on, it's kind of left you in detriment. It's kind of maybe if you're trying to communicate with someone, maybe you and this person have gone through hard times, Virgo, and you really care about this person, or this person has really made a difference in your life in these hard times, and maybe you're learning how to connect your emotions in regards to this person, right? But if this isn't a person, this is maybe those of you who are going through a rough time, or who have gone through a rough time where you've just felt crippled and you felt left out in the cold, right? Some of you guys may feel left out in the cold, maybe emotionally, or maybe there's someone, and wow, I never noticed this in this card. Look at this, Virgo. You see the fish? That's a fish. I've never noticed that in this tarot deck. You have 2 fish that's come out in your reading, Virgo. Actually, you had 4 fish because you've had a few fish come out in your reading. You see this at the bottom of the deck? You have a dolphin over here. And you have 2 fish on the side of this throne that this king is sitting on. You see? Lots of water, Virgo. That's very interesting. Very interesting. And it's funny, as I say this, there's a fish right here on one of my oracle decks. That's no coincidence, Virgo. No coincidence. For some of you guys may have, if you guys are into fish, or, if a fish rings a bell, like, look into that. Maybe you feel like a fish out of water, Virgo. You haven't been feeling like yourselves for whatever reason. And if this is in regards to a mother figure or just someone else external to you, okay, maybe they've made you feel different. They've raised you in, in a way where you just kind of felt left out in the cold emotionally. They would, or maybe you just always felt like a fish out of water, like you just didn't belong for whatever reason. But I feel that this deity is pushing you guys to turn this all upside down and to change that. Right? Wow, that's crazy. So crazy, Virgo. And then with this mother figure here, or with this this Empress, this is Taurus. You see this heart here. This is in regards to your heart chakra, Virgo. So I feel it. Look at all this green. You have green here in the 5 of Pentacles, and you have green here in the Page of Cups, and you have green here in the Empress card. So you see here, like, this is in regards to your heart. It's in regards to how you love yourselves and how you care for yourselves. It's in regards to, how other people treat you, and what you allow, what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. Right? It's about being open to the positive energy, that emotional energy, feminine in nature, right? Some of you guys may be dealing with a Taurus, but I just feel strongly that this has to do with your heart chakra, your heart. What makes you happy, who makes you happy, and how they've affected you, right? It's crazy. And let's get into this Lovers card here, okay? This Gemini, you may be dealing with a Gemini or another Virgo, but sorry about the focus, guys. But there is a balance that's needed here, right? Like you have, I'm so sorry, guys, but you guys have the Sun in this card and you have the Sun over here, right? The universe wants to bring better light, better times into your lives, and it wants to shed light on certain aspects of yourself. And you see how this feminine energy over here has a tree, even though it's a snake there, right? But it's luscious, it has fruit growing on it, right? And then you have this tree over here. It's a little bit bare, might be on fire, you know, with the masculine energy over here. I feel that there are those of you who have been more leaning towards the masculine side, right? A lot of action, a lot of go-getter energy kind of a thing, not really focusing on the emotional fertility, feminine aspect, fertile feminine aspects of yourselves. But in order for this tree here to prosper, what does it need? It needs sunlight and it needs water and it needs nutrients, right? But I feel with this snake here, there may be a snake in your life. There may be certain things, thought patterns, things that you know, the ways that you think, or maybe a person who's being a snake, who's been a snake in your life, who has kind of kept you from nurturing yourself and connecting with your emotions, right? Maybe there's someone in your life who's emotionally manipulative. There's a balance that's needed here, Virgo. Definitely balance that's needed. And this may be a significant other that's affected you, or that is affecting you, right? So if you pay attention here, there's a mountain peak here. And in this tarot deck, you have the Hermit, and the Hermit is standing on top of this mountain with his lantern. The Hermit is Virgo energy. There could be those of you who need to reflect, or who have reflected for a long time on this cold mountain, you know, gone within yourselves and kept to yourselves for a while. I feel that now is the time to come down from that mountain and let the light shine on you. Let the universe help you, right, during this time. And some of you guys are already doing so, right? And then you have the Two of Swords. So some of you guys, this moon energy may have affected you in some way. And there may be those of you who are having a hard time making a decision in regards to how to rid yourself of certain emotional or mental baggage here. The universe wants you to open your eyes and see what needs to be remedied, what needs to be healed, what needs to be resolved. What solutions are offered to you, right? Or, you know, what can resolve this? This is inner struggle. You see that water behind this person is very still, right? But there's always the calm before the storm, Virgo. So there is a storm coming, or there is change coming. There's winds coming. Winds of change are approaching. And you are going to be compelled or urged to make a decision and to open your eyes to the truth, or to open your eyes to what you need to do, because you have the sun that comes out right after, right? The sun is here. Light will be shed on things that have been left in the dark for far too long, right? You have this white horse here that represents purity, cleansing, purification, this childlike energy, that innocence, getting back in touch with that innocent energy here, Virgo. Look at all these beautiful colors, the greens and the oranges and the yellows and the reds. I feel there are those of you that need to get in, that need to heal your chakras, your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your root chakra, and your sacral chakra. A lot of you guys may be in your head, you know, very, very smart people, but not necessarily emotionally in tune with the world around you, right? So this all, to me, Virgo, makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, Virgo, because with this King of Cups coming out here for you, this is about emotional transformation, okay? That's what it's all about. And this deity is here to help you and guide you, okay? You may have some rocky, you know, roads ahead of you, some really rough waters, but you have a guide who's willing to help you. Remember that, Virgo, okay? All right, Virgo, it's a very beautiful message, and I really wish you luck on this journey. I pray and hope that Mercury's retrograde really helps you during this time. Much love and light to all of you, and good luck on this. And I hope to see you soon in your next video. Happy Halloween, Virgo. Okay, bye.